My name is Will, and I'm going to show you a video review of Transformer Green Combiners Devastator. So I have 7 of them, and I'm going to show you combine them. Scavenger, Mixmaster, Hightower, Rampage, Overload, Scrapper, and Long Haul. So I'm going to start with my favorite one, Overload. He is a green one. They all have dirty effects of paints, and they really look like he has a big old hook, so it just like hang out like there. In particulation, his arms rotate 360 degrees, go in and out, and his legs can go in and out, but they can't go forward or back because of transformation. Transform Overload, you want to make sure his arms are in. Then you want to bring them and make sure they tab onto the hook of it. Then it will be flat like that. Sometimes it moves a lot. Then you want to tab in his legs. They got Overload in his thing, but I don't know what he is. He's like a little loading truck or something else, but he looks really good. The Decepticon symbol on top of the cab, really good. Now let's do Hightower. First in his robot mode, it looks like a dinosaur. Rah! Considers Decepticon Park. Articulation, his cage arms can go forward and back. His treads can go kind of rotate 360 degrees. Decepticon symbol, and he has a big claw, like his claw machine, like he picks up things with it. Sometimes in his robot mode, like likes to pick up things that can go forward and back. Transform Hightower, you want to rotate his claw and bring it in, then bring out the little hook that's right here. Then you want to rotate the treads, then you want to fold them in. The same for the other side. Sometimes it gets stuck a lot. Then you want to fold this up. Sometimes you need to move those, keep them up. Sometimes it gets stuck and doesn't want to move. Never does like to move sometimes. Like that. Make sure you tab on the treads to these little tabs right there. Sometimes you have to rotate them. And there you go, Hightower in his crane mode. His little hook can go forward and back. He has like really cool stuff on it, and a little head right in the cage, right behind. Really good cab right here, but it has a little full half right there. Let's do Rampage next. He looks really tall. He's like the tallest figure that I have. You can use him as jackhammer mode, but he can't bounce to the hole. Articulation, his arms can rotate 360 degrees, can go in and out. His feet can go forward and back, but he can't go in and out because they don't move that way. Transform him, you want to bring the blades down, then fold his head down. Then want to bring the whole center right here up and make sure it almost goes to that little screw. Hold up the pistons, fold these treads to the side, and make sure you hear the tab in. You want to close the blade together. There you got Rampage. He has a really good bulldozer mode. His blade can go up and down, and he has a Decepticon symbol. When you flip up the head, you can't see it. For the next one, it's Long Haul. Long Haul's articulation, it can go in and out. His legs can forward, back, in and out. And to transform, you want to bring his arms and clip them in, because these are going to be the little beds to dump the stuff in. Want to fold down the feet, clip them in, want to fold the front right there, then fold it in, make sure it tabs in. They got long call. This is dump truck mode. He also has the effect like Hightower's treads and Rampage with his Jerry effect here and there. He is really cool. Decepticon symbol right there, but not on the side because it might be painted up. Really good. Next one, let's do Scavenger. He's the biggest one. He is the biggest guy that I ever gotten with him. He's the biggest one, and his wheels can roll. His arms, little shoulders and things can go in and out. His fingers can go in and out. And transform, you want to bring the wheels in and make sure they clip in. Then you want to move them out, and then the treads have to line up with them. They want to rotate these panels right here. They want to make sure all of this is clipped in like that, and make sure that's clipped in. They want to fold in the wheels and fold the treads so they can hide nicely. There you got Scavenger in his steam shovel mode. Really the best steam shovel mode. His little shovel can go forward and back. He has the Decepticon symbol on both ends of it. Really cool. Really nice, but no dirt effect. Now we have Scrapper. He has a really cool robot mode. He is like almost has the same head sculpt as almost like Mixmaster, but not really the long size of articulation. His feet can rotate 360 degrees. His legs can go forward and back, in and out. His arms can rotate 360 degrees, can go in and out. They can go forward and back. His head can go forward and back. Good thing for a transformation. Transform Scrapper, you want to rotate his feet. Then you want to bring them down. Then bring his arms and make sure they touch this plate. The same for the other side, but make sure it goes over the wheel. And make sure they tab into each other like that. They want to bring his feet and make sure these are clipped in. Last but not least, you want to fold his head. There you got Scrapper in his Bulldozer mode. Really nice Bulldozer mode. The Decepticon symbol. His feet can go up forward and back for his blade. And he's ready to take out trash with the jury effect on both sides. Last but not least, the head of Devastator, Mixmaster. So Mixmaster, he is really tall, skinny. In fact, if you want to see Devastator's head, it is right here. Devastator's head is really cool. For articulation, Devastator's head can rotate 360 degrees. It can go forward and back. For a regular Mixmaster, his legs can go forward and back, in and out, and his arms can go forward and back. His arms can rotate 360 degrees, go in and out, and forward and back. Transform Mixmaster, want to bring Devastator's head down and around, and then make sure that the cab tabs in. They want to bring the little part right here for the drum to make the cement. They want to make sure this is clipped in. Make sure that stays clipped in. They want to bring these panels and clip them in. They want to make sure these tab in. There you got Mixmaster and his mixing truck mode. Really good mixing truck mode. Has a little ladder and a cab, which is really awesome. Dirty effect on the bottom. Here is all the Constructicons that are coming towards them, and looks like they are getting ready to make Devastator. Let's start with long haul. You just want to fold up the cab, bring his legs around, then you want to make sure the cab tabs onto there. Then move it down a little. There you got the left leg of Devastator. For Rampage, you want to bring up his arms, then you want to rotate the feet right here. Make sure they bend down a little bit. Then you want to bring up the treads, then tab them in. Then you want to move this part, so then you can move this up and then bring this down. There you got the right leg of Devastator. For the head of Devastator, you want to just bring that around and unclip this. There's the head of Devastator. For the arm, which is Hightower, you want to fold the hook. Then you want to bring Hightower's hands up, bring up the treads. Then you want to untab this and clip it to this part. There you got the right arm of Devastator. For the lower torso, you want to bring up Overload's legs and make sure you hear the clip sound. You want to bring this part down, make sure you hear the clip and sound. Then you want to bring down the hook. There you got the lower torso. Upper torso, you want to bring down the wheels and bring down the treads. Then you want to unclip this. Make sure these are like that. Make sure that these touch here. There you got upper torso. Last but not least, the right arm scrapper. This is really easy. You just want to unclip them and rotate his feet for Devastator's fingers. And you got his fingers and arms. Now ready to form Devastator. Let's tab in long haul to this little hole. We'll tab into that peg right here for the right leg. This little hole will tab into this peg for a Rampage. Sometimes you need to rotate it a lot. Sometimes it does that to me. There. For his upper torso, you want to make sure these are tabbed in. Make sure they stay tabbed for the wheels. Tab them into Overload. You want to bring his treads down. Make sure they tab into the first one, and the other one has to tab into the same side of it. Make sure this doesn't split them. Then you want to make sure these stay. Then you want to take Devastator's head. These little holes will tab into these pegs right here. Sometimes they like to mess around a lot. Take Mixmaster's legs, pull them down. Or Hightower, you wanna, this little hole will tab into that peg right here. Hightower. Last but not least, this little hole will tab into this peg that's right here. Scrapper. There you got Legends Devastator. Really good head sculpt. He has the best head sculpt I ever seen. His articulation, his arms which Scrapper can rotate 360 degrees. So can Hightower just a little bit. His head can go forward and back. It can rotate 360 degrees. Has really good detail. He has like these Decepticon symbols here, there, on the foot, there, and I think right there, and right there. So that's the end of the video. He is the best guy I ever had, and I hope you enjoyed the video of learning Devastator.